Good morning. So a really nice way to greet the day is to invite in some super deep, rich, nourishing breaths into the body. So make your way into a nice, easy seated position. I'm going to sit up on this blanket to take the pressure off of my legs as they're waking up this morning. It's really nice to elevate the hips so everything else can relax. If sitting crisscross like this doesn't feel good, just find any position that does feel good for you today and that you can sit in for a couple rounds of breath. It really doesn't matter what it is. And then once you've made yourself to your nice, easy, seated position, really root yourself down. Feel your sit bones meeting the earth. And then maybe take one hand, place it over your heart. Close your eyes if that feels okay for you. And begin to invite in those very intentional breaths. So take a breath in through the nose and let it go out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And continue on like this, following your natural breathing pattern and noticing the rising and falling in your chest. And as thoughts begin to arrive in the mind, try to push them aside for just a moment and instead check in with how you're feeling this morning. What is your tone as you're entering your day? And whatever you're feeling is okay. Checking in with it just gives you a good place to start in approaching your day. Keep breathing. Take one more nice deep round of breath. Inhale. And exhale, release. Allow your hand to come down and rest on your knee or your thigh. So I often suggest placing the hands face down in the morning just as a gesture of grounding so you can really root into your day. However, there's days when we wake up and it's just like, man, I really need a little more oomph this morning. And if that's the case for you, feel free to place your palms face up. And this is a gesture of receiving energy. So just as you've noticed how you're feeling today, see what it is that you need as we take our next few rounds of breath. And with these breaths, just let them be your natural breathing pattern. Allow your body to calm and still. And then gently bring your palms to touch right in front of your heart space. Gently tuck your chin. And this is a really nice place to set an intention for your practice or your day. And don't go searching for it. Just see what arises in your heart. See what little seed plants itself there. And this can be an intention for you or someone else. Let it rest on your heart. Take a couple breaths here. And now gently begin to rub your palms together, increasing the speed of the rub until you feel some nice warmth beginning to build in your palms. And whenever you feel it getting nice and warm, gently place your hands right over your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Allow your hands to come back to your thighs. Gently blink your eyes open. Continuing to root here, really root down through your sit bones. Make sure that you're feeling that rooting. Maybe shift around a little if you need, and then bring your fingertips to rest on your mat just outside of your hips. And notice them rooting as well. We're going to take a nice deep breath and sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale. Palms touch. Exhale, draw your hands straight down through the middle. Landing at heart center. Leave your thumbs to rest on your rib cage and breathe in. And out. Inhale, arms go straight up. Exhale, hands go wide, find the mat. And re-root here. Take a breath into the rooting. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale, sweep up. Palms touch, exhale through center. Thumbs rest at the sternum. Inhale, expand the chest straight towards your hands. Exhale, let it fall away. Inhale, hands straight up. Exhale, fingertips find the mat. Root in for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. One last time. Inhale, sweep up. On the exhale, take a gentle twist to the right. Left hand finds right knee. Right hand's gently going to fall behind you. This is a super gentle twist. Don't crank through your spine. We're just waking it up. So you can actually lift that back hand up and see where your spine twists to naturally, and then reroute your fingers and then tap back into your natural breath here. Gentle twist. Inhale. On the exhale, draw your head back to the front. Allow your shoulders and your arms to follow. And again, we'll inhale straight out to the sides. Hands go wide. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand goes behind you. Right hand to the left knee. Maybe lifting that back hand just to see where your spine wants to go. And then reroute and breathe in. And out. Take a couple rounds on your own. Again, inhale. Exhale, slowly unfurl. Allow your face to come forward first, shoulders and arms. And then add some nice shoulder circles, big movements. And then reverse. Nice. We're going to walk our hands out in front of us, folding over your crossed legs, and you're hinging at the hips, so you want a nice long spine. So when you start to feel your spine rounding, stop there. It doesn't matter where you get to. This is just a gentle stretch for the hips. So keep your sit bones grounded, and you're pulling your hips back towards the back wall, and then settle into the fold. And then gently walk your hands back. Draw your knees in, place your feet on the ground. We'll do some windshield wipers just to release out those hips a little bit. And I'm going to remove my blanket. Sometimes this adds a little more of a massaging effect to the hips without the cushioning under. Nice. Now recross your legs. Cross them in the opposite way that you had them before, so it should feel a little awkward or less comfortable, but we got to stretch them out evenly. Begin to walk forward again. Again, drawing your hips back towards the back wall and just sinking in. Two more breaths. And then gently walk yourself back up to a nice long spine. Let's walk our hands behind us a little, fingertips pointing towards the hips, and then gently open the heart, maybe dropping the head back if that feels okay. Again, nothing too crazy here. We're just waking up the body. And then release. This time rolling over your folded legs and coming into tabletop position. So in tabletop, we've got wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, nice long spine. Just find your rooting here. And then begin to add some cat-cow. So on the inhale, you're going to take tailbone and head up. Belly drops towards the mat. Exhale, push away. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. And without forcing your breath, just continue on. You know what to do here. Inhales bring you up. Exhales take you down. Just awakening the spine. Take 2 more rounds. And then find your way back to your tabletop position. From here, we're going to extend our right leg back. So toes are reaching down. And you're welcome to stay here and work on your balance, or extend your left arm out in front of you like you're shaking a hand. See how that feels. Inhale, reach nice and long. Exhale, crunch everything in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Again, inhale, reach long. Exhale, tuck it in. Reach. And then release to the mat. Maybe sit back on your heels. Shake out the wrists just a little bit. Nice. Come back to your neutral tabletop position. Find your alignment, nice long spine, and then extend your left leg out behind you, toes reaching down. Root through the hands, and then extend the right hand forward if you'd like. Inhale, long and strong. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. And release your hand. Release your knee. Take your knees nice and wide to the edges of your mat. Toes touch and draw back into child's pose for a couple breaths. Maybe rock your forehead back and forth. Just bringing a little more action into the neck. One more nice clearing breath. Inhale. Exhale. And rise back up onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes and push into your first down dog of the day. So go easy here. Just pedaling gently. You can keep a little bend in your elbows. Bending and straightening through the legs. Take a nice deep breath high up onto the toes. Exhale, release the heels as close towards the mat as you can get. Doesn't matter if they touch. Nice. Begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Arriving in this nice forward fold. First forward fold of the day.
You can take a slight bend to your knees if you'd like. Maybe place the tops of your hands flat on the mat in like this zombie position and just hang here for a minute. Shake the head yes and no. Take a nice breath and allow anything that might be resting on your shoulders already today just to fall off onto your mat. Let it go. Let your hands find the mat. Heel toe your feet about as wide as your mat, and then maybe grab opposite elbows and add a little sway. Or a big sway if you'd like you're a tree blowing in the breeze. Nice. And gently come back to stillness through center. Heel toe your feet back to hips width. Bend the knees and slowly swirl up to standing.
Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Awesome. Let's walk our way up to the top of the mat. Rolling over the toes as you go. Bringing some vitality to the tops of the feet. Awesome. So we're at the top of the mat. We're going to do some half sun salutations. So find your mountain pose. Really root through your feet. Become nice and strong and grounded now on this standing position. Inhale, hands go up high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale, sweep up. Exhale with a long spine. Fold in. Fingertips find the mat. Fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Slightly bend the knees and roll up. Again, when you get to the top, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, long spine. Fingertips find the mat, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's do another with bent knees. Bend the knees and scroll up slowly, slowly. Head comes up last, shoulders roll back, arms high. Exhale, hands through heart center. Last half sun, inhale up. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Again, bend the knees and roll. All the way to standing. Head comes up, shoulders back, arms up high. Exhale, hands find the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, your hands up high. Right hand catches your left wrist. Inhale for length, and then exhale. Take both arms up and over to the right. Left hip is reaching to the left. Go gentle here. You can always look down at the ground if this is a little intense on the neck. Inhale, rise. Switch arms. Left hand grabs right wrist. Inhale for length. And exhale, take it over to the right, or to the left, sorry. Again, taking the gaze to the floor if that feels better on the neck. And rise. And release your hands. Shake them out. Nice. So we're at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold in. Hands find the mat. Step your right leg back. Drop your back knee. And inhale your arms up high into Anjaneyasana. So a slight stretch through the right hip flexor. And don't push into it too far. You can even release back here if you'd like. Just a gentle stretch. Root through that front foot. Release your hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes and straighten through the front leg. Again, gentle pyramid. That back heel can stay up. Pyramid. Breathe. Bend through the front knee and rise up into crescent. Nice. Nice bend through the front leg, reaching long through the back leg. Breathe and release your hands and step to the front. Fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sink back in. Inhale, rise. Arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Do that this time on the other side. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, fold. Hands find the mat, left foot steps back. Drop that back knee, arms high. Anjaneyasana. Find your breath. Release the hands. Tuck your back toes, straighten the front leg. Pyramid. It's okay to have a bend in your knees if you need. Bend through the front knee. Both arms go high. Crescent lunge. And release your hands to the mat and make your way to the top. Fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in again. And rise. Reverse swan dive. Hands high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back. Drop the back knee. Anjaneyasana. Maybe sinking in just a little deeper. Stretching that right hip flexor. Release the hands. Tuck the back foot. Straighten the front leg. Pyramid. Front knee bends, hands high, crescent. Really reaching long through that back leg. And release and pop up to the top. Fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. And gently rise. And hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Left foot back, drop the knee, hands high, Anjaneyasana. Breathe into the stretch. Release your hands, tuck the back toes, straighten the front leg, pyramid. If the back of your thigh is screaming at you, take your breath right across it. Smooth it out with the breath. Bend your front knee, hands high. Crescent lunge. And release. This time step your front foot back. Come into plank for just a moment. And then slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Stack your hands. Place your left cheek on the mat and draw your right knee up and just relax in this half frog position for like 3 rounds of breath. And then release that leg long. Draw your other knee up and release your right cheek. And breathe. We rarely ground our front body to the earth, so just allow that to sink in. And extend your leg long. Come into Sphinx pose, so your arms are at a 90-degree angle. Fingers are nice and wide. Gentle back bend here. You can pull your heart through gently. Breathe. And release your forehead to the mat. Bring your hands just beneath your shoulders and push back. into tabletop, tuck the toes and find down dog again. Pedal it out. High on the toes. Exhale, release. Take your right leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Maybe do some hip circles here. We're awakening the whole body. And then release that foot to the ground. Take your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. And then add circles here if you'd like. And then release your foot down to the mat. Solid down dog. Take a breath. Take the right leg high and step it up between your hands. Drop your back foot in, your back heel in rather, and rise up into warrior one. Take some breath. And release your hands. Step your front foot back, down dog. Heels reaching towards the mat, thighs to the back wall, chest reaching towards the thighs, left leg goes high. Step it through between the hands. Drop your back heel in and rise up, warrior one. Make sure you're rooting through the outside edge of your back foot. And release. Step it back, down dog. 2 breaths here in down dog. Inhale, your right leg goes high. Exhale, step it through. Drop that back heel in. And gently rise up into warrior two. So we're opening up into warrior two. Your back foot is, your back arch is in line with your front heel. Fierce gaze over that middle finger. Flip your front palm, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, sweep back. Reversing your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, sweep. Reverse warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. And release down to the mat. Step it back, down dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step it through. Drop the back heel in and windmill open to warrior two. This time finding your gaze over your left middle finger. Front knee is bent, back leg is long. Flip the front palm, inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, sweep back. Exhale, warrior two. Find your gaze. And take it down to the mat. Step back. Down dog. And then we'll release into child's pose for just a minute. Toes touch, knees wide. Head finds the mat. Maybe walk your fingertips over to the right. And then back through center, making your way over to the left, stretching that right side body. Find your way back to center, rising up into tabletop position. Again, tuck those toes and find down dog. We'll do one last standing position. Look between your hands, slowly walk your way up to the top of your mat. Fold, half lift, fold back in, inhale, rise, nice and strong. And exhale, hands to the heart center. And we'll find tree just to lock in our nice grounding flow for today. So bring your foot root through your left foot and take your right foot. You can kickstand it here if that's where you want to be this morning, or bring it to the calf or all the way up to the thigh, whatever feels best for you. And you're pushing your thigh into the ball of your foot. And find your hands at your heart. And to help with balance, just look out in front of you like 6 to 8 feet and find something very still and just focus on that. And allow your body all those micro adjustments to keep you balanced here. And if you'd like, you can raise your hands and allow your tree to grow. Long spine. Allow your hands to come back to the heart. And then gently release your right foot back down to the mat. Shake it out a little bit. Maybe roll out the shoulders again. And reverse. And then let's root through the opposite foot. So right foot, super rooted. It's almost like your foot is like, from your foot all the way up to your rib cage is just this solid piece, no joints in there. Take your left foot and see where you'd like your tree to be today on this opposite side. Again, the standing leg is pushing into the foot of the balance, or the bent leg. Bring your hands to the heart. Find your focal point or your drishti on the floor to help with your balance. And then from there, maybe grow your tree however you'd like. You can even add a little movement if you've got a really good established balance today. And if you fall out, just get back in. Ooh. Bring your hands back to your heart. Take a breath. And release. Shake it out, shake it out. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, fold in. Find the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Step it back to down dog. One last stretch of the spine and the back of the legs. Nice big breath, inhale. Exhale. Come down to your knees and then make your way into a nice seated position, however you'd like to get there. So we're back in our crisscross position here that we were in the beginning. Take a breath. Let's bring the soles of our feet to touch. Do a couple little butterfly movements here, just to cool down the legs. Extend both legs nice and long. Pull the feet back, inhale. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, point. One more, inhale. Exhale. Pull the feet back and gently make your way into a forward fold, seated here. Again, you want a nice long spine. And when you get to where you're pretty much at your maximum with a long spine, you can gently curve in.
Take a nice deep breath. Let it out. And gently walk your way back up to seated, maybe giving your legs a little squeeze on the way up. A little massage. Nice. Draw your right knee and give it a hug. And then hook your left arm around your right knee. Right hand goes behind you. Probably have a little bit more mobility in your spine at this point. Again, don't push it. Just see where you go naturally. Maybe take your gaze over that back shoulder. And then gently turn back towards center. Allow your bent knee to fall out to the side. Inhale your arms up high. And exhale, fold over your extended leg. And walk yourself back up to seated. Extend both legs long, shake out the knees, and then draw in your left knee. Give it a nice big squeeze, long spine. Really root back down through your heel and your sit bones. And then turn towards your left. Left hand goes behind you. Your gaze can go over the back shoulder if it feels good. And gently untwist. Left knee falls open. Inhale, arms high. And exhale, fold over your extended right leg. Again, it doesn't matter where you get to. Wherever feels good for your spine, just rest there. Ground your hands out. Ground your leg out. And then gently walk back up to the top. Shake out the legs. And then from here, make your way to your back. You can always hug your legs in and do a little rock and roll for a massage on the spine. Or just lay flat down, however it feels good for you. Extend your legs nice and long. Extend your arms up overhead, full body stretch. Oh, reaching through the toes and the fingers. And then maybe reach one arm a little higher like you're climbing a ladder, and then the other, stretching out the hips and the sacrum. Gently draw both knees in. Give them a squeeze. And then add some little circles to the sacrum. And move in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Take your feet towards the sky. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Happy baby. Try to keep your sacrum drawn towards the mat. And see where this feels comfortable. If the outside edge doesn't feel comfortable, try grabbing the inside of your foot or the toes. And you can add a little rock. And then whenever you're ready, you can just release everything back down to the mat. Nice long legs. Arms are resting gently at your sides, palm face up. You can add a little bit of distance between your heels. Get out any last wiggles. Maybe find that blanket from the beginning, stick it right under your head or on top of you. Since we're starting our day, we won't take too long of a Shavasana, but we've always got to let the movement and the breath settle back in to the body. So we'll take 3 clearing breaths together. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in and out. Shavasana.
Find those deep, nourishing breaths that we started out the practice with today. Begin to invite them back into your body. Expanding the lungs, the heart space, the chest. Maybe begin to rock the head back and forth gently, or give a little wiggle to the fingers and the toes. And eventually rolling off to whichever side is feeling most open after your practice this morning. And rest there for a breath or two. And as you're ready, finding yourself back into a nice, easy seated position, eyes closed. Draw your hands back to the space in front of your heart, a slight tuck to the chin. Take a breath. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in your beautiful practice. Have a fantastic day and namaste.